Puppet transformation. This is one of the most extreme body transformations ever in Naruto, Sasori's puppet transformation. This is as out there as it gets. Sasori took the art of puppetry to a whole new level by literally turning his entire body into a puppet. No kidding, he gave up his humanity completely to achieve immortality. He replaced all his flesh and blood with wood and metal, attaching deadly weapons like sword blades, wires, and poison needles. Basically, he turned himself into a perfect fighting tool. He kept just one piece of himself, his heart. That heart, the only thing still human about him, sits in a special container he calls the core of living flesh. Everything else is all machines. This shows just how obsessed Sasori was with his art, a forever art, untouched by time or decay. The real power of this transformation is in the mechanical immortality. Sasori's puppet body doesn't bleed, doesn't feel pain, doesn't age, and doesn't get sick. Any damage can be repaired as long as his core stays intact. With his masterful puppet control, Sasori can not only control himself, but also other puppets at the same time. Yes, a one-man army. Of course, nothing's perfect. The core of living flesh is the weakness. If it gets destroyed, Sasori dies. Simple as that. This was proven when Sakura and Chio figured it out and targeted the weak spot in their battle. No heart, no Sasori.
Just a quick break before we continue. Thank you so much for being here and supporting our channel. We're growing fast, and with your help, we can reach 10,000 subscribers. If you love Naruto and want to see more content like this, hit subscribe, drop a like, and comment below. Your engagement helps us reach more fans worldwide. Alright, let's keep going.
Shikotsumyaku. Now, let's talk about Shikotsumyaku, aka the deadliest body hack you've ever seen. This insanely rare Kekkei Genkai comes from the Kaguya clan, and only one guy ever showed it off, our bony boy Kimimaro. This dude had full control over the bones in his body, like full-on DIY weapons mode. He could literally shape his skeleton into swords, drills, shields, you name it. His bones weren't just strong, they were stronger than steel. And the best part, they regenerate. That's right, like infinite bone supply. Remember his fight with Rock Lee? Man casually pulled a bone sword out of his own arm like it was nothing, then turned his arm into a freaking bone drill. Like, bro, who needs kunai when your whole body is a weapon? And let's not forget his final move, Dance of the Seedling Fern. He made a whole forest of giant white bones shoot out of the ground like he was gardening with violence. That move nearly wiped out both Lee and Gaara at the same time. Absolute madness. It's the perfect combo of offense and defense. Kimimaro's body was basically a walking armory. Body merge. Okay. So, among all the wild Kekkei Genkai in Naruto, Sakan and Ukon's ability has to be one of the creepiest body hacks out there. Like, seriously unsettling kind of creepy. These twin bros can literally merge their bodies together. Or worse, merge into someone else's body. Yeah, they just phase right into the enemy's flesh, and then start tearing you apart from the inside. No fancy hand seals, no flashy jutsu. Just one day, you're throwing hands, and the next thing you know, there's someone growing out of your liver. And it's not just for show. Ukon can straight up destroy your internal organs, mess with your cells, and basically turn your body into a self-destructing death trap. Poor Kiba found that out the hard way, and honestly, he almost died. Now when they're fused together, Seikon and Ukon can also share strength, heal faster, and fight as one super weird, super strong unit. It's like co-op mode. But this power comes with a big risk. If Ukon goes solo and jumps inside someone, he's vulnerable as heck. Kiba figured that out and hit him with a poison smoke bomb, basically choking both of them out at once. Wild move. And if they're not working together perfectly, things fall apart fast. Ukon on his own was not nearly as scary, so we can say that it's a super powerful ability, but also super high risk. One wrong move and the hunter becomes the hunted. Jugo's Sage Transformation. Technically, this thing counts as a Kekkei Genkai, and once you see what it does, you'll understand why. The Jugo clan has this crazy ability to absorb natural chakra straight from the environment. Sounds cool, right? Well, it is. until their bodies start going full transformer mode. We're talking arms turning into giant weapons, wings sprouting from their backs so they can fly, skin hardening into armor, and sometimes, blasting out destructive energy from their freaking bodies. It's like watching a wild beast trapped inside a human shell. The point is, the beast doesn't like being trapped. Jugo and his clan can't really control it. That natural energy is somehow too much, so when it kicks in, Jugo kinda loses it. He goes full rage mode, eyes glowing, voice distorted, and starts swinging at literally everyone nearby. Friends? Foes? Doesn't matter. If you're in the way, you're getting smacked. And the weird part is that Jugo, outside of battle, is actually super chill. Like, soft-spoken, polite, probably the guy who waters the plants and talks to birds. But once that transformation hits, he turns into a wrecking ball of pure fury. So, this sage transformation is powerful as heck. But it's also a double-edged sword. You get insane strength, flight, and durability, but you might accidentally turn into a murder machine. Curse Mark Transformation. Very terrifying indeed, the Curse Mark Transformation. This thing is seriously messed up. When someone gets cursed, usually by Orochimaru himself, they get this special chakra flow that triggers some insane biological changes. We're talking wings, horns, skin color changes, or muscles bulking up out of nowhere. And the transformation isn't a one-time deal. It has 2 levels. Level 1 is when these dark tattoos start spreading across the body, while level 2 is when the user fully transforms into a monstrous beast with some freaky features. It's like Orochimaru is just taking over the person's body, using them like a puppet. More than just a jutsu, it's like full-on possession. Here's a cool tidbit that a lot of people don't know. Orochimaru actually developed this curse mark by studying the abilities of the Jugo clan, a group that naturally absorbs chakra. But Orochimaru twisted it with some dark forbidden jutsu to turn it into a control tool. Creepy, right? Now, the power boost from the curse mark is next level. Sasuke Uchiha in level 2 is a perfect example of this. He got ridiculously fast and strong, easily overpowering Naruto, who was rocking the Nine-Tails chakra, during their fight in the Valley of the End. Each curse mark also gives unique abilities. Sasuke grows wings to fly and speed up in battle, while Kimimaro uses the Earth curse mark to make his bones practically indestructible and heal super fast. It's like a perfect performance-enhancing drug. A ninja goes from regular to total powerhouse in no time at all. No need for months of training, just a quick fix for those craving power. Sasuke is the perfect showcase of curse mark power. His level 1 transformation has those dark markings covering half his body, and then in level 2, he gets this grayish skin, long gray-blue hair, and huge bird-like wings that let him fly around like he's straight out of a myth. Sage Mode. Alright, let's switch gears from the darkness of the curse mark to something a lot more natural. Sage Mode is one of the purest, most natural transformations in the Naruto world. So, when someone taps into Sage Mode, they have the ability to absorb and balance natural energy with their own chakra, which results in some pretty wild physical changes. You'll see stuff like Naruto and Jiraiya's frog eyes with red markings around them, Toad Sage Mode, Kabuto's snake eyes and dragon scales, Snake Sage Mode, or Hashirama's wood grain markings. But it's not just about looking different. The user's body becomes super attuned to their surroundings. They can sense the tiniest changes in nature, a huge contrast to the artificial vibes of the curse mark. Here's the kicker though. Sage Mode isn't just some gift you're born with. You gotta work your butt off to master it, especially by training in sacred locations like Mount Myoboku, Toad, Ryuchi Cave, Snake, and only the most talented, willful ninjas are able to pull it off. The best part about Sage Mode is how it boosts everything. Your strength, speed, and reflexes go through the roof. Just look at Naruto when he effortlessly breaks one of Pain's chakra-absorbing bones. Plus, when Sage Mode is combined with Jutsu, it's a whole different level of power. Another cool thing is that in Sage Mode, you can sense chakra from people all around you, even if they're out of sight. You can totally detect enemies from far away. Talk about a game changer. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sage Mode has its downsides too. First off, there's the time limit. Natural chakra drains pretty quickly if you're not standing still to absorb it, so Jiraiya had to bring in the two frogs, Fukasaku and Shima, to help him keep Sage Mode active during battle. The other big problem is control. If you don't balance your natural chakra right, you could end up turning to stone, just like those frog statues at Mount Myoboku. Yikes. And because you have to stand still to absorb chakra, maintaining Sage Mode in the middle of a fight? Well, that's super tough. Soft physique modification. Now, one of the creepiest but also coolest body transformation techniques in the Naruto world, soft physique modification. This is Orochimaru's signature nightmare-fueled jutsu, and later his student Mitsuki picks it up too. What does it do? Basically, it lets you stretch and twist your body like a snake. I'm talking necks, arms, legs. Everything can extend or coil up with wild flexibility. It turns you into this weird snake-human hybrid that moves in ways the human body really shouldn't. Orochimaru didn't just wake up with this ability, he cooked it up from years of experimenting with both human anatomy and forbidden jutsu. Classic Orochimaru, always pushing the limits of what's normal. So why is this jutsu such a big deal? Because it's perfect for surprise attacks. You think you're safe then? Here comes a punch from halfway across the battlefield. Orochimaru's used this trick more times than we can count, stretching his neck out to bite, sending his arms flying like rubber to strike, and dodging. Just twist and slither your body out of harm's way like a snake doing ninja yoga. But don't get it twisted, pun intended. This jutsu ain't perfect. The big weakness is defense. When your limbs are all stretched out and looking like spaghetti, they're way easier to slice up or take damage. Plus, there's a limit to how far you can stretch. It all depends on how much chakra you've got and how good your control is. So, it's super versatile and freaky cool. But if you overdo it, you're gonna end up looking like a stretched out chew toy. Hydrification technique. This is one of the slickest Kekek Genkai out there, literally. The hydrification technique from the Hozuki clan is straight up one of the most practical body transformations in the game. So what's the deal? These guys can turn their whole body into water, full-on liquid mode. Swords? Useless. Punches? Go right through. You try to stab them? Now your kunai's taking a swim. It's basically the perfect counter to close-range combat. Like, how do you hit someone when they can just turn into a puddle? And it's not just defense. They can go full offense too. They can drown a dude by wrapping around him like a water python. They can even slip through cracks like some creepy water ninja ghost. But you know, no jutsu is perfect. Well, we all know what water hates. Lightning. One zap, and you're basically a walking lightning rod. That's why Sogetsu was always ducking Darui. So, hydrification is cool, but it depends a lot on who you're fighting and where. Throw them into a desert, or against someone with an electric personality, and things get messy real quick. Still, when used right, this jutsu is pure ninja sorcery. Akimichi clan jutsu. Now, time to talk about the kings of going supersize in the Naruto world, the Akimichi clan. These guys don't mess around when it comes to body transformations. Their whole jutsu style is based on calorie control, which basically means the more they eat, the more chakra they get to power up and go giant mode. And when I say giant, I really mean it. They can blow up their whole body with techniques like Baika no Jutsu, aka Super Size Me Jutsu, or just pump up one arm to throw a punch that'll knock your soul into next week. Oh, and then there's the butterfly mode, a total flex moment, where they unleash raw chakra so intense, it forms glowing butterfly wings on their back. Stylish and beautiful. This clan brings the smackdown. Choji has shown us what these techniques can really do. Remember when he went full beast mode against Jirobo after popping those 3-colored pills? Or when he literally threw hands with the freaking Gedo Mazo during the 4th Great Ninja War? That's no joke. And butterfly mode is like giving a truck nitro boost. More power, more speed, and way fewer downsides than the full-size version. However, the Akimichi power comes at a heavy price. We're talking serious chakra drain, especially when they start popping those pills. The red one is so dangerous, it can straight up kill you. No kidding. Choji almost didn't make it after taking it to beat Jirobo. Man was ready to lay it all on the line to protect his friends. So, big power, big risk. Earth Grudge Fear. This is one of the creepiest body modification techniques in the Naruto universe. This one's all about Kakuzu, that terrifying Akatsuki member. His technique lets him turn his entire body into a web of black threads that he can control at will. These threads can attach limbs to his body, or even worse, steal hearts from his enemies, turning him into a multi-faced monster with zero humanity left. Now, Kakuzu didn't just wake up one day and decide to be a freak show. He perfected this technique after failing an assassination mission against Hashirama Senju. This failure led to a brutal punishment from the Takigakure village, and Kakuzu, being the get-revenge-at-all-costs type, used it to transform himself into something, well, monstrous. The real kicker of Earth Grudge Fear is Kakuzu's immortality. Seriously, the guy can carry 5 hearts around at once, and each heart is tied to a different chakra element. So if you want to kill him, you've got to destroy all 5 hearts. And get this, each heart can become its own independent creature that can attack different targets at once. It's like fighting 5 versions of Kakuzu at the same time. Straight up horror show. But of course, like every other villain with too much power, Kakuzu's got his weak spots. The biggest flaw is his dependency on the hearts. Lose a heart, lose part of his power. Like when Naruto came in hot with the Rasen Shuriken and wrecked 2 of Kakuzu's hearts in one shot, and suddenly, Kakuzu wasn't so scary anymore. It's like a fortress that looks impenetrable, but once you find the weak spot, it crumbles fast. So yeah, Kakuzu's got crazy power, immortality, and a unique way of multitasking in a fight. But once you know the secret, it's game over. Jinchuriki transformation. Alright, so let's talk about Jinchuriki, aka those lucky or unlucky guys who got a whole-tailed beast chilling inside them. From Shukaku, the one tail, to Kurama, the 9 tails, these guys are basically walking nukes. You've seen them before, right? Many times, actually. This combo ain't new to us. Now, the transformation of a Jinchuriki isn't just a one-step deal. It's a whole process, like leveling up your Pokemon, but with way more chakra and way less control. First stage is that iconic chakra cloak. You know, that glowing, fiery aura that wraps around the host. Think of Naruto when he's wrapped in that red-hot Kurama cloak. Looks cool and deadly. Then we go beast mode light. This is when the host starts growing claws, tails, or even weird bones poking out. Kinda freaky, not gonna lie. Naruto growing up to 6 tails during his fight with Pain is the most classic example. At this point, they're basically half human, half kaiju. But wait, there's more. If they push it to the max, they fully transform into the tailed beast itself. No filter, full-on rampage mode. Being a Jinchuriki is no joke. These guys can literally tip the scales of war. That massive chakra pool means they can spam high-level jutsu all day. I mean, look at Naruto. He was popping thousands of shadow clones for hours without breaking a sweat. Oh, and quick plug, if you're into this stuff, which I know you are, we already did a full breakdown video on all the Jinchuriki forms. Go check it out on the channel. I'll drop the link below for you, so don't miss it. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.